Ohayou gozaimasu. Watashi wa FiyahKitteh, also known as Van. Hi guys, I wanted to explain my new series called The Gamer Spotlight. So, first of all, what is it? Yeah, we're not wasting any time today. What is it? And what is the point of it? So, basically what I'm doing is I am having a little talk, not so much an interview, even though I do ask questions, with fellow gamers. Most of them are going to be Let's Players, but anybody from the gamer community is welcome. And I am going to basically showcase people and spotlight them or highlight them, or basically like giving a shout out. You get the idea. Now, what is the difference between what I'm doing and what a lot of other channels have done, like all those reviews you've seen or maybe seen? Okay, so my version it's divided in two segments. First of all, you get an eye catcher, which is a clip of a few minutes from some video that person has done. So you get to see their work. The second part is a talk. Again, it's kind of like an interview, but it's more friendly and more fluid and, more interactive. So you get to know the person. Because this is exactly what I'm trying to do with this whole series. It's to showcase, sure, people's work, but also their personality. So basically, so you have a good idea of who somebody is, or who the person or character behind whatever video is. Okay? And the difference to other channels is mostly that technically everybody can join the spotlight thing. Unlike on a lot of other channels where, whoever makes the videos subjectively rates LPers or gamers and picks who to showcase. I just find that it's kind of dumb to rate for your viewers, first of all, and second, I have a completely different goal in mind. I don't just want to showcase people or just good people in quotation marks, whatever that means. I also just want to follow another goal, and this is what I'm going to talk about right now, because how can you become a spotlight and like how can you join this? So basically, there are two requirements. The first one is less a requirement and more a, something that you want to do in your own interest, which means if you should probably watch out that you have decent content, which means I don't want to see, or I don't need to see an HD super work of anything. I just need to see a video or a work that, doesn't sound like you are working in a wind tunnel or in a race car track, so that people can't really understand what the hell you're saying. And I also don't want to see anything that looks like, if you'd have just a black screen, it would be about the same because it's so blurry or you can't even tell what's going on. And again, mostly this is for your, or in your own interest, because again, it's going to be the eye catcher. It's basically the first impression of your work, and you probably want that to be, visually and audibly appealing, or somewhat. Again, it doesn't need to be like super HD or anything, or super pro, but it shouldn't be like a pixel mess, basically. You get the idea. Now, the actual requirement, or the second requirement, unofficially named anyway, is I want to showcase people, personalities. I want to mostly show off persons who are, decent in quotation marks, and what that means is, maybe some of you remember back in the day, when the gamer community or the Let's Player community, whatever you want to call it, both was still more about, helping each other out, being respectful towards each other, and not just this whole elbow society where everybody's just pulling off their ego thing and is all about, hey, I need to beat everybody and I need to be better than everybody and I need to steal everybody's idea and, that kind of crap. So basically, if you can be a team player, if you dig the community, if you dig helping out, you're probably going to be a candidate. If you can't do that, and if you never even helped a person or even thought about helping a person, you're probably not what I'm looking for. Again, I want to give everybody a chance to be on the spotlight because I'm not going to rate for my viewers, but I want this to be a requirement because I don't want to show off jerks or people who are all about, numbers and basically would almost go as far as to buy their viewers or whatever, because that's not what the gamer community is about or even should be about. I really want to bring this back to the roots, like it used to be, or like how it should be in quotation marks, at least according to myself and a lot of other people that I know. And so if you have somehow helped, or if you somehow help people, or were even just thinking about starting with it, it's never too late to start. It could be with giving shoutouts yourself, or boxing people, making tutorials for people and helping them out, or making graphics for them, or even if it's just something simple such as leaving a comment on people's channels or videos, and basically giving them a pat on the back. If you do one of those things, or even multiple, then you're very much likely to be a candidate for my spotlights, because this should be about helping and going the journey together and being a community and sticking together. Because let's be honest, there are enough viewers out there so we can all share them with each other, and only because a person is subscribed to you and I don't know, let's say 10 other people from the gamer community, that doesn't mean that you're gonna get any less out of it. Okay? So much for that. Now, as a viewer, what I want you to do is I want you to look at the eye catcher, so that little clip, and maybe you should also listen to a few of the answers to the questions that I ask people. Questions are always going to be the same, or about the same anyway, and just look at it for a bit, and if it's not your cup of tea, then that's cool, because I'm not going to rate it for it, and I'm not going to be like, hey, subscribe to this person because I said so, because that's, again, this is the difference between what a lot of other channels do and what I'm doing. So if it's not your cup of tea, just move on with your day, and that's it. If you want, feel free to leave constructive criticism, which means don't go like, hey, you're an asshole or something. Rather go, I would find it better if you would do this and that. Okay? So either leave constructive criticism or just move on with your day, because if there are going to be any troll comments or evil comments or whatever, I'm going to remove them. Fair warning. Now, if it is your cup of tea, if you do like what you're seeing, feel free to go over to that person's channel, to befriend them, to maybe leave a comment, maybe even a like. And if you really like what they're doing, feel free to subscribe. Why not? So basically just support those people, maybe even spread the word about them if you have a Twitter, a Facebook, or I don't know, doesn't matter. If you want, you can also make your own spotlights. If anything, I'd encourage to, in quotation marks, steal my idea and make your own spotlight series or somehow highlight people. If you want, I can even hand out templates for, those graphics that I'm using or whatever. So just let me know. One last warning. Whenever you watch those videos, some videos might contain strong language. I usually put a warning at the beginning of the video, so just keep that in mind that, you might not want to watch that with your 3-year-old little brother. Just saying. If you can't handle that kind of content, then just don't watch it. Again, I'm usually going to display it in front of the video, so then just skip it. Alright? Anyway, so much for that. If you've got any more questions, then feel free to leave them. Other than that, I really hope you're gonna like my idea. and that you're gonna join in, either as watcher or helping with something, or as a guest. Yeah. Alright, so as always, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye.